Hey kiddos, Mrs. Dahl here with another Math Minute. Minute! Today we're going to talk about minutes and how to tell time on the clock looking at the minutes. So last time we talked about telling time to the hour. We learned that when the minute or the longer hand is up on the 12, we say o'clock. So this time shows 3 o'clock. The hour is 3 and it's straight up to the 12, so it's 3 o'clock. So let's continue looking at this minute hand, but let's change it. So the minute hand is a little bit longer, and that helps because we're not necessarily pointing to the big numbers on the clock. Minutes are told by these little increments around the analog clock. So before the next number, there's actually 5. Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that would mean that 5 minutes has passed. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So if you notice, we're using these numbers, but it's 5 minutes for each number. So we can count by fives. Let's do that. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 minutes, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55 minutes, and back to o'clock or 60 minutes in 1 hour. So let's take the minute hand. Let's cover that one up and let's do some different minutes. So I know that the long one is the minute hand. So my hour is still pointing to 3. So I can say that this time is 3:05. 3:05. If I went over here and I kept my hour hand on the 3 and I pointed to the 8, I'm not going to say 3:08 because these big numbers are for the hour. This is the minute hand, so I want to know what it's pointing to for minutes. So I know that it's 3:40. This time shows that it's 3:40. And you would write that like that, 3:40. Let's try a different one. Let's try pointing the hour hand on the 5 and the minute hand here. So I know that it's 5 and the minute hand isn't telling me the hour, it's telling me the minutes. 5:45 is the time. 5:35. 5:55. And if I don't have these numbers around the clock, and it's not a nice handy clock for a first grader, I can just count by fives. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. Now, when the minute hand is down here on the 6, I know not only that it's 5:30, but I know that it's 5:30 because this is half of a clock or half of an hour. So a half hour is 30 minutes. So I can say when the minute hand is on the 6 that it's 5:30. That's a half hour. So for example, if I put my hour hand on the 1 and my minute hand on the 6, I know that it is 1:30 or 1:30. It's a half an hour into 1 o'clock. 1:30 or 1:30. This would be 11:30. Now we got to get a little bit careful because sometimes the hour hand is just a little bit past the number when it's pointing to the 6. That means because it's already pushing it a little bit closer to 12 or the next hour. So if it's 11:30 or 11:30, the minute hand is going to be just a little bit past the hour or the number. So this is close to 12, but it's not 12 o'clock yet. It is 11:30. So if it were doing that at 12, look at that. It's almost to the 1, but it's not yet. It's 12:30 or it's 12:30, but it's not 1 o'clock yet. This needs to be all the way pointing to the 1 and up to the 12 for 1 o'clock. So don't get confused when you're looking at a clock and trying to tell time to the minute. If it's half past an hour, it's close to the next hour. Whoops. But it's not there yet. So it's 1:30. So now you know how to tell time to the minute using counting by fives and everything that you know about skip counting. Good luck. Have fun.